Focus at the moment, and really what I'm trying to do is figure out how to get people to want to do the very things that drive the business. You know, i.e., every week or every fortnight you get a paycheck. What behaviours do you need to exhibit in that company to make sure that paycheck gets paid every week or fortnight or month? So it's alignment of effort. Sydney Festival is a fairly large thing. Every year we sell about $7 million worth of tickets, and that's what I'm going to focus on at the moment. I think the problem today, as we move to digital, more and more revenue for companies is happening in digital, but this is how digital feels to most people. It's this black box. It's important, but you don't know what's going on. Not like you know in the real world, the physical world, what's going on. And is anyone familiar with this screen? These are the tools we're given to empathize with our customers. That's the default screen with Google Analytics. Right? So I'll take you back a little bit. This is how we used to sell tickets in the real world. We do a little bit still, but you can tell me a lot of information from just looking at that. How long the queue is, who's in it, how long they've been waiting there, are they happy, are they upset? You can probably suggest what shows each person is going to be interested in. I wouldn't assume, but you could probably get pretty close. So moving online, this is what the queue kind of looks like for a show. So if you're a Mike Patton fan, you'll fly to go see Mike Patton. But you're there alone in whatever context you're looking at it. And I want to bring that queue back, all the good things about the queue back. So having a conversation with someone that might be more knowledgeable in that queue, I think is a really good thing. So one of the things we might start doing is what hotels are doing. They tell you that, hey, there are other people, but how do we get a little bit better than that? I absolutely love this slide, because what it shows you is a box office person leaving the box office window because there was a bottleneck there, and she started talking to people in the queue to help them get through the process much faster. No one told her to do this. She just empathized with the customers and started doing the right thing. So how do we get our staff to do this for our customers when we don't see what our customers are doing online? That's the thing I've been grappling with. If these are our tools, I don't know anyone who can tell me a cohesive story just by looking at Google Analytics data. It's not just about problems. If we do our job well, this is what we create in the world. I think we lose an enormous amount of motivational force when we disconnect our staff from the joy that we potentially create in the world if we do our jobs well. So how have we set about it? I wasn't involved in this, but I was thrilled to see that they did it. They took the 2014 program and they spaced it out physically in the basement of the town hall and invited people to go and experience the program. So you can see the Festival Village was set up here with videos playing of the shows, Parramatta was set up. You could walk around, and if you had any questions or wanted to buy tickets, the staff were there to help you. Oh, this is awesome. How do we recreate this online? One of the things I did is, I like to focus on the behaviours that are actually really important and ignore everything else. So page views, likes, visits, I think it's safe to ignore them compared to, in this context, people showing purchase intent by clicking the buy tickets button. So I first said about, well, let's measure the buy tickets button presses, and we'll do that in real time, and that's great, but this doesn't make anyone feel anything. What if we could take that table and make it mean something to the festival? So why don't we put the shows as we are familiar with them for the last 6 months in the context that they're performed in? And instead of hiding it behind a login on a browser, what if we projected it onto the wall, and when someone pressed the buy tickets button or actually bought the tickets, why don't we make it jiggle? So every Thursday at 2 p.m. when we press the send button on 60,000 emails, it becomes a thing in the office that everyone just turns their head and watches that wall light up. Because when that does, we're delivering value to customers and they're delivering revenue to us, and we get to make payroll. So in the middle of the festival, I've got 1.5 minutes, I found this tool. So this didn't exist at all, so I was starting to build it myself, but in the middle, I found this tool. It's from an Australian company. Blue people are new to the site, yellow returning. I split the 3D area up the same way we do the navigation of the festival, so music, theatre, dance, opera, installations. And this is the day before a big free event. So those people aren't on the homepage, they're looking at the free stuff and the family stuff. So, and that's pretty valuable just to be able to, for the first time, see what customers are doing. But if you roll over those customers, you visually see which show they're looking at. It's a big difference from having to read the name. You still have to visualize what that is, and then you understand what's going on. So why not visualize straight away? So I can tell a story that this person came just before Christmas, back in the new year. They looked at the 18th of January as the navigation page. Clearly that's the time they have. And I'm sure all of you in the room can instantly tell me the sort of shows that this person's interested in. It's not the kid stuff, it's the burlesque. They're probably kind of hip and funky. And now we can see what they're putting into their shopping cart. And if we want to be that person who enters the queue, and if that customer wants help, you don't annoy people who are self-directed, but if they want help, you can actually go up and help them. And yeah, it's all about becoming this person. And what it looks like online is we have a rich history, visual history of what you're interested in with your permission. And then we can help you initiate a conversation with that person. If you're ever doing live chat stuff, if the system doesn't let you put a real human face on, don't use it. It makes a huge difference when you know who you're talking to cares a lot about the brand and its customers. So what we're working towards, you'll actually experience this next year. This is what we want to create in the world. So hopefully you have a good experience next year. Cheers.
Thanks, Ian. Yeah, I can take that. So we kind of had a rapid fire session there where we had Ben from General Assembly, Andrew from Go Catch, and then Ian from Life, and most recently Sydney.